I think it's safe to say that we will most likely be moving we'll be moving some players next episode. We do only have a limit of 2 signings. So in my opinion, but let me know what you guys think. Obviously, comments down below, right? Hit that comment section. I need to know what you guys think for free agency.
McDavid moves in. McDavid goes upstairs. What a goal!
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode number 4 of this NHL 21 No First Rounders franchise mode here with the Milwaukee Pirates. If you guys have missed any episodes up to this point, go up into that top corner of the video right now. There will be a card with a link to the playlist. And if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to go down below, drop a like on the video, also subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit that notification bell to never miss when these uploads come out. And also, if you guys are looking for some hockey apparel, go check out my hockey apparel website. Link will be in the description, and I am going to play a quick ad here for Yard Sale Hockey. So guys, this is my website, yardsalehockey.com. I just started this up a little while ago, but if you guys are interested in some hockey apparel, so any kind of clothing from t-shirts to hoodies to tank tops to long sleeve shirts to even like hats and shorts and all sorts of different stuff on there, you can go over to Yard Sale Hockey now. Check it out. There's a whole product catalog, and you can just support me and my YouTube channel by doing this, as well as my new kind of business venture here that I am pursuing. So don't forget, guys, that when you go to the checkout over here on my website, to use the discount code Etanyos here for 15% off. This will save you, a little bit of money on every order, but totally going to be worth it to, save you guys a few dollars here and there, as well as, supporting my channel. And I will know when you use the discount code. I'll know that you got sent over from my channel. But yeah, feel free to go over and support that, guys, and enjoy the video. So again, guys, link will be in the description. Use that link and code Etanyos for 15% off, and that will save you a bit of money at checkout, and you will be helping support me and my channel and just my hockey ventures in general. So guys, last episode we got through round 1 of the playoffs, and the Pirates had arrived. They beat the Vegas Golden Knights in just 5 games. It was a very solid start to the playoffs. And Milwaukee's looking dangerous right now. They were one of the stronger teams throughout the first round. I mean, along with Toronto, New York, Chicago, and St. Louis have to play each other. And then, Milwaukee was in there too for 5 games or less. So, again, go watch last episode if you haven't. But we do have some comments here. Actually, we have one real main comment here. So Felipe LeBanc said, for entering games, play if the other team has won 3 games in the series, and also only do that in the 3rd and 4th rounds, and only play if it's in the 3rd period. So essentially he's saying simulate this entire series against Edmonton. I think we'll play elimination games, okay? I think that's how it's going to work. Other than that, we'll simulate through, but I will jump in if we're facing elimination with this team and, try to do my best on Superstar, but Superstar is very difficult. So anyways, let's get back into this model of, advancing day by day here. And I mean, who is it? Madison's doing great down in the AHL right now. They are killing it for a starter team. I mean, you look at this team, they obviously have enough firepower to actually go somewhere. And with a guy like Mikhail Sokolov, man, he might turn out to be absolutely fantastic in 1 or 2 seasons here. And of course, we have Alexander Romanov, who is going to fit quite nicely into our team in the next season or so here. And are we still battling injury? Yes, we are. Okay, so I assume most of these guys are on... Oh, they're not even on salary. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so anyways, a lot of those guys are just like starter signings. They don't even have contracts. But anyways, let's get into this. Madison's up 2-0, but Edmonton is going to be the challenge. Again, this Edmonton team, like I said last episode, was very top-heavy looking, but at the same time, they got enough firepower to probably beat our team if we don't take them seriously. So yeah, top 4 and the top 6 on this team is really good. They are quite injury-riddled right now, too. but I don't think that's really going to make a difference. So anyways, let's get into this, see what happens. And I mean, Edmonton won like one more game than us or something like that, I think. So here we go. Game number 1 at Rogers Place. Connor Carrick is back. That is good to see. So we won't even get to see the sim result yet. But man, we're going to have some good players here in the system too. I'm actually really excited about that. So let's get Carrick back in. I think he's a right defense. Yes, he is. Don't know why he's on the other side there, but I guess that works. Yeah, okay. So, Game 1 simulation is a 2-1 win. Let's go. George Whitney doesn't score a point in that game, but he is still at 1.5 points per game at the current moment. And that's a great start there for the Pirates. So, heading into game number 2 now, we see a 4-3 overtime loss as the Oilers come back and win that one on home ice for them to tie up the series. St. Louis goes up 2-0. They are having a run right now. Boston, Toronto tied, and New York, New Jersey tied. Wow, those are some classic series there. So yeah, I don't know who exactly is going to be our biggest rival. If we look standings and divisional wise, I don't know who it would be, honestly. In the Central, you know, maybe probably a team like Colorado, but even, you know, Chicago's close to us. St. Louis is somehow still in it. I don't know how. Dallas got knocked out first round. But for the entire league, we finished 7th. So maybe, yeah, Edmonton, Chicago, Colorado. I assume those are kind of going to be our tightest rivals, but we'll see what happens as these playoffs go on. And here we go. So heading into game 3 now of this series. Back in Milwaukee, can the Pirates get a win on home ice? And they can. A 4-1 victory. George Whitney finally gets another goal there. He's been struggling a bit, but still leads the team in points at the current moment. So yeah, not bad there in game 3. That's a very solid win. And did Madison move on? They did indeed in just 5 games. So Dylan Gambrell playing really well down there. And here we go. Game number 4. Do the Pirates take a 3-1 stranglehold on the series, or do the Oilers tie the series up? And Troy Stetcher goes out with a concussion, and we're going to see a 3-2 victory for the Pirates. They are simulating so well. Oh my goodness. So by the looks of it, it's going to be St. Louis and Milwaukee, as long as I don't jinx it. Boston, Toronto tied 2-2, but New Jersey goes up 3-1. All right. So here we go. Advancing another day. I mean, New Jersey's got Scotty Upshaw, don't they? Or Harry Upshaw. I believe so. So that would be doing it, I would assume, for New Jersey. They get the good goaltending in there. Their team all of a sudden is a lot more solid. Oh, I guess Landeskog is, you know, pretty important there too. Jack Hughes still coming into his own, and, you know, not the craziest defense, but Upshaw and Anderson combined. I guess Anderson's actually the reason why they're doing so well. But, you know, we could try to trade for Harry Upshaw at some point, or maybe he doesn't re-sign with New Jersey, especially if they're going to play Freddie Anderson all the time. That doesn't make sense. So, anyways, elimination game. Here we go. The slow sim will be taking place. What's going to happen here? Edmonton, Milwaukee, at Rogers Place, game 5. Oilers have home ice advantage. So, first period is a 2-2 start. George Whitney opens the scoring. Then McJesus on the power play. Then Getzel makes it 2-1. Like 2.5 minutes later, and then McDavid immediately ties it up less than 30 seconds later. Oilers outshoot the Pirates 15-12 in the first. Second period, it's a 6-5 game. Talk about a goal-scoring frenzy here. Holy. So Draisaitl, and then Neal on the power play, and then Nurse. So that was a 5-2 game there. Braden Point makes it 5-3. Mark Stone makes it 5-4 on the power play. Tyler Benson makes it 6-4, and then Mark Stone makes it 6-5. So my goodness, that was a period to remember. Lots of goals in that period. It wasn't 8 goals, but it was darn close, honestly. So simulating through here, we're halfway through the period, man. Edmonton's getting a ton of shots, and Milwaukee really hasn't had a chance to convert here. Power play now for the Pirates. Come on, Milwaukee. They don't convert. And it looks like the Oilers will hold on as McDavid gets the empty netter playoff hat trick. And the Oilers hold on for at least Game 6. So yeah, Connor McDavid, no question there. 4-point night. Draisaitl with a 5-point night. That's crazy. So heading into game number 6 now. Let's see. So the current round of the AHL playoffs is over, and Madison will be taking on the Hartford Wolfpack in round number, what is this, round number 3 now? Yeah, conference finals. And then, what is it, Manitoba and Bakersfield left on the other side. But anyways, in the NHL here, St. Louis is through, New Jersey's up 3-2, Toronto's up 3-2. All right, let's see what happens here in game number 6. So again, slow sim this time at home for the Pirates. Let's see what happens. And first period is going to be a 2-1 lead for the Oilers. Leon Draisaitl on the power play, then Alex Chiasson, and then Jake Guentzel ties it up. Milwaukee gets drastically outshot, 15-6. Second period, it's a 3-1 game. Looks like the Oilers might have this one in the bag, honestly. They might be forcing game 7 here. But here we go. Power play for the Pirates does convert. Connor Brown finally gets one on that 5-on-3. So it's a 3-2 game now. Milwaukee really loading on the shots here, trying to get that goal back. And another power play for Milwaukee. And long power play does not convert. The Pirates just not good enough on the power play here. And Edmonton's PK really doing its job. And they get the empty netter for a 4-2 victory to force game number 7. Talk about a choke from the Pirates, man. That was just bad. So, I mean, McDavid going to be on there again. Of course, we're hitting playoff McDavid right now. So, the Oilers are tough, man. And we're going to be jumping in here in game 7 by the looks of it, as it is an elimination game. I know it is only round 2, so it's not exactly what that comment said, but man, this has been way more difficult than I thought, as we lose 2 games in a row to the Oilers. 2 goal spreads on both games. Not exactly where we wanted to be heading into game 7. So, Toronto and New Jersey, as well as St. Louis, are through. We're down to, this is the last series here. So, let's start simulating. Come on, boys. We need something here. So first period is a 2-1 Pirates lead. David Savard gets us on the board. Chiasson makes it a 1-1 game, and then Guentzel gives us the lead, 15-14 in shots after the first. Second period, it's a 2-2 game. Oh my goodness, 33-20 in shots, but Adam Larsson gets the goal right off the bat for Edmonton too. So this is anybody's game here. Really, it could go either way. Both teams are very good, but here we go. I didn't want it to go to this, not in round 2, but we got game 7 against the Oilers. So here we go. Game 7 in Rogers Place. What's going to happen? And the play is underway as Point wins that faceoff. Now Duclair picks it up, sends Guentzel right up the middle over to Point. Braden Point spin move pass. There's the goal. What a fantastic play by the Pirates as the high-skilled guys convert going up the ice. I swear to God, guys, this is on Superstar. You saw it at the start of the game. I haven't gone in and touched settings. Sometimes it's just too easy with a good team. But yeah, what a play. Oh my goodness. Just absolutely takes the Oilers defense apart there. But that's line 1 versus line 4 too, right? Like, what do you expect? Braden Point's going to go to work on those lower lines. So, very, very nice goal there. Now Guentzel turns it over to Puljujarvi. That puck battle is going to go back to the Oilers. Now it's lost. The Oilers pick it up. Neal trying to shoot through traffic. Puljujarvi had a great opportunity there, but just couldn't get it done. Braden Point's fast, man. Braden Point's really fast. Guentzel picks it back up. Duclair couldn't fire. Now Cahoon walking through. Nurse fires. Great save by Saros there. Now Mark Stone picks it up. He's got some speed. Stone 2-on-1. They couldn't convert. Man, take a penalty. Like, look at the hooks. Back to Savard. Savard gonna tee one up to Gooley. Gooley's one-timer didn't even get past the first guy. Oh, big hit by Savard there. Oh, that's a nice pass, though. McDavid had the opportunity there. Chase on shot blocked in traffic again. Dude, get off of me. Like, take a penalty, McDavid. Now we hit George Whitney up the wall. George Whitney, forehand, backhand. Great save by Koskinen. Now good chip there. Nurse, oh my goodness. Great opportunity again. Brandon Saad down the wing gets bumped by Nurse, who's been on for so long. Draisaitl now down the wall. Over to Yamamoto. Oh my gosh, that's loose still. How have we kept that out? Getzel trying to make moves. He's going to cut back, walk in, fire. That one's blocked. Saad throws a big hit there. And then another one by Carlo, man. Turnover there by Getzel. That's not a great spot. Yeah, and it's 3-3. I knew the second I turned it over, I was like, that's a terrible pass. I just got scored on, essentially. And I knew it was coming, but Kyle Turris converts his first goal of the playoffs. Yeah, that was just bad timing. That was just really bad timing, unfortunately. 3-3 game, 2 minutes and 18 seconds left here. Faceoff's going to go to the Oilers, and they coming hard. Holy. So now we're sending it up the wall. Duclair gets by his guy, pass in front, finish it off. Seriously? 2 in a row in under a minute? What is that goal, man? This is superstar for you. This is stupid. It's stupid star is what it should be called. Tyler Benson's never going to hit that shot in his life. Man, he's the biggest playmaker you've ever seen. When is he going to snipe it on Saros like that? Are we serious right now? Seriously, man. This is a 2-2 game. This was a 3-2 game for the Pirates like 20 seconds before that. I'm pulling the net. Gooley firing through traffic. Whitney with a chance. Keep them pinned. Keep them pinned. If they want to keep their first line out, so be it. Oh, man. Empty net. This is not where we wanted to be. I thought we had the Oilers, honestly, and then they come back with 2 really quick goals. Savard firing through traffic. Can't get an opportunity there. Bouchard bumped off the puck. Oh, come on. That's got to go in. Buddy, finish. And Yamos got it. Yeah. What do you do? What do you freaking do, man? That's just stupid. 3 goals in the span of 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Like shit. That was just dumb. So yeah, obviously we're not getting any opportunities back. I had my chances. Fuck off already. Dude, that's got to be a trip. You freaking hold on to that. God. What am I supposed to do, man? What am I supposed to do when they throw their first line out to play defense, who are all terrible defenders? We know this from years of watching the Oilers. Really, Yamo? Really? You don't get no handshake. You don't get no handshake for scoring that one. 50. What am I supposed to do when Mikko Koskinen makes 48 saves in a game, man? Are you serious right now? Are you freaking serious right now? That's bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to curse, but that's bullshit. Koskinen will never make 48 saves in a game. His glove hand's too terrible, and honestly, he's just too slow as a goalie. So I don't know how the Oilers have beat the Pirates, but they have. And now we get to the draft this episode, but man, that was garbage. I'm sorry. I don't even want to watch a handshake. Go home, Edmonton, or I guess go home, Milwaukee, because Edmonton is going to go on and get swept by St. Louis because they just don't have a good enough team. So that was upsetting. But that is what it is. You know, we weren't good enough this year. It was pretty obvious. And that's just a hard loss to swallow. So anyways, we're sending to the draft now. So, I mean, whoever's getting the top pick in this draft is going to be really happy with it. But I would bet on Toronto or St. Louis winning the Cup this year. If we lose to Edmonton, so be it. But New Jersey wins the Cup. Maybe we should have gone with the goalie, man. Maybe we should have. And the Manitoba Moose win the... What did they win? They won the Calder, so... Anyways, let's go take a look at player awards. Braden Point up to a 90 overall. Sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. Did New Jersey beat Edmonton, or who did they go through? Yeah, Edmonton beat St. Louis in 7. The Oilers and the Devils make it to the Cup final. Like, what? And New Jersey wins in 7. That's gotta sting. Hold on. I didn't even look to see if Madison made it to the finals. They did not, indeed. They lost in round 3 to Hartford in 7 as well. 7 games, man. We're just not good at Game 7s, apparently. But yeah, Manitoba is your winner there. For awards, obviously Madison won the regular season there. They were very good. Sprong won the MVP this year. That's good. Caulfield with most goals. Smith with the, Norris, I guess you'd call it. Jelkovic wins one. Vesalainen, Yurko, Menya, I believe is how you say it. That's the AHL anyways. Marner wins the Art Ross and Hart this year. That's crazy. Keith Yandel wins the Norris. Oh my goodness. Mitch Marner with the Lady Byng. George Whitney with the Calder. Anderson wins the Conn Smythe. Robin Lehner with the Vezina. And the Jennings. My goodness, he had a great season. I mean, him and Fleury, I guess. Hamonic wins the Masterton. Our coach, so Frigon, however you say his name, wins the Jack Adams. Ryan O'Reilly with the Selke. Mitch Marner with the Lindsay. And Ovechkin with yet another Rocket. So our progress reports are going to see George Whitney hit a high franchise potential in just his second year. Mark Stone, Dustin Byfuglien, those guys don't see much growth at all. So maybe we go out and get a better goalie, but I don't know how we're going to do that even. Like, we don't have a whole ton of options here in the system. Where is... Seriously, Romanov went down a rating? Are you serious? I guess we should have played him in the NHL, but whatever. Like, that's just annoying that he doesn't grow. He totally should have. So yeah, anyways, let's send him to the draft, see who gets lucky enough to win this franchise defenseman. And it's going to be the LA Kings, so good for LA. Columbus, too, is going to get another really good defender there. And Columbus has the pick, 2nd and the 9th overall pick. Obviously, we can't touch the lottery, but we can trade for second rounders. And the second round player that I am most set on getting in this draft is going to be a guy named Stanislav Safronov. I know it says shoot and pinch. He was reading pinch and cycle all year. Cycle pinch. Pinch and cycle is always how you say it. He was reading pinch and cycle all year, so we're going to go out and try to get him. He's listed at pick 45. Might be elite, probably won't be. But the 1-year ETA is the biggest thing on that player. Johan Franzen looks pretty good too. It's Franzon, not Franzen. Like, Detroit's Johan Franzen. And if we could get around pick 62, that would be nice. I don't actually know where. We're at pick 70. That's got to be our 3rd round pick though, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. We definitely have another second rounder here somewhere, but we might have to trade up a little bit. So for retiring players this year, we are going to see Marian Hossa, Henrik Zetterberg, Gabrick, Chara. Zdeno Chara calls it quits. That's crazy. So he finally is done. How many years did he play? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 seasons in the NHL. That's crazy. 23 seasons. So yeah, that's just insane. There might have been a goalie. I doubt there was, but yeah. So for draft interviews, like, I mean, I've got my pinned players here who I'm kind of interested in. This Reasoning guy we're going to try to go out and get as well. I don't think we really need to scout too much. A lot of these guys are just going to be exactly how they are. Yeah, I don't know. It should be an interesting draft. I get the feeling a lot of our guys that we draft just aren't going to turn out to be anything really. But yeah, we definitely need to keep building around certain players. Okay, Romanov up to an 81. That's not actually terrible. He's going to be a top 6 player now, which is really good because we need that extra defenseman. Sokolov only got up to a 65, man. Seriously? He was a 63 when we drafted him. Was he not? Yeah, he was. So, I mean, that is what it is. I was really hoping he'd grow more, but I guess he just didn't quite score enough. For goalies, how did that Hall guy do? He didn't grow at all. That's too bad. Evans was actually decent. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe we can try to go out and get Harry Upshaw at some point. But as of right now, we are going to jump into this draft. So guys, let's get into this draft now. I think that I'm going to be able to make the right trade here to, I want to go get that Safronov guy. And maybe one other guy. I'm not sure who exactly yet, but the goalie, I think, was the other guy. But they are currently listed at picks number... He's at number 45. And then this other goalie, Grier, is at number 60. Okay. So, let's see. Could go with Calgary. They only have 1 pick. Montreal, Winnipeg, Buffalo. Montreal's got 2 for sure. Okay. Okay, let's go for Montreal, I think. All right, so we're going to try to get some extra picks off Montreal too if we can. So I want 44 and 49, preferably. So if I can get those 2 picks and then maybe like a second rounder next year, that would be sick. I would also like to improve our team somehow. But obviously all these top, well actually, could go out and get Gallagher. Doesn't really make sense to get a third liner though. I'd rather get like a better defenseman or something, because we could definitely improve on our defense a bit. Petrie is old though. He is 33. Cale Fleury is actually not terrible. So he could be good. If we could get like Fleury in this deal as well, I would actually be really hyped to get Fleury in this deal. I would love to do that as a deal. Get 3 second rounders off of them. And then maybe like trade, you know, like pick 54 and like maybe send like Duclair and like Gouli. Equal value? Not quite. There's a lot of seconds in there, to be fair. We could send 51. We're getting 44 and 49 back. Does that go through? It does. Okay. So not bad. We get an extra second rounder out of that. We get Cale Fleury in exchange for some players that just didn't fit our team great. So let's sim to the next round. See how good this defenseman is, oh my goodness, man, 79 rated offensive defenseman. Vyacheslav Bobrovsky, man, I wish we were in on the sweepstakes for him. He would have been great. Nazarov was actually pretty good too there. Sergei Nazarov, Edmondson, Beniers, Higuchi, Chibrikov, Johnson falls to pick 14. Interesting. This guy was good too. Alexander Brylan goes to Minnesota. Jesper Walsdek, I kind of forgot that he was franchise potential, but I mean, obviously we can't go for him anyways, so that Olsen guy is pretty good. Anton Olsen. Alright, so let's sim to pick 44, and does Safronov stay on the board? He did. That's kind of surprising, actually. But I will take it. So, oh, we got Franzen and Safronov, but I can't. There's no way I can take Franzen over Safronov. There's just no chance. So, we're taking Stanislav Safronov. Okay, and he's 72 overall, so not bad. I mean, not crazy good either. Like, he's not elite, but he's not bad. So, pick 49 is going to... Ooh. Oh, he's going to see a guy like Valen turn out to be fantastic. Franzen was only a medium 9, which is weird because the next two guys after that were both medium top 6s. So up next, ooh, this guy actually looks pretty good too. Vladimir Chubasov, definitely a sniper, definitely a smaller sniper. So is there any way we could trade to get pick like 60? Montreal totally had, actually no, we traded those to Montreal. So this would be 64, right? Pick 64, 63, 62, 61. Dallas, Vegas, somewhere in there, one of those teams, if we could get Grier. I just want to take away Vegas's pick because, I mean, it is a late second, so maybe we'll have to trade a guy like... We do like McCabe and like this Mowers guy that is never gonna turn out as a 7th rounder. McCabe and Mowers in exchange. I'd take it, and they take it. Okay, awesome. So that's good. So yeah, with this pick, I think I'm gonna take this little guy here, Chubasov. Yeah, Vladimir Chubasov. But let me just call a quick timeout. And just make sure that we've got pick number 60 here. It's got to be number 60. 59. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So that's looking good. And we are 2 trades in as well now. So, all right. So guys, just looking here at picks for this upcoming round. If we go to the end of round 3, this is going to be pick 96 or so. I'm looking for teams that have 2 picks right around here. Again, Montreal's looking quite nice as far as they might have picks in that kind of range between 86 and 90, or 86 and 100 about, I would say, is where we want to be picking. And we've got pick 86. So that should be fine for one of them, but actually we've got 77 and 86. Okay, this could work. I just need like one more pick off of here. And I don't want to move too much either, because I do want to, keep a couple trades. We made 2 trades this draft. If we make a third, that really limits our off-season options, but it does get us more prospects as well, which is never a bad thing. So I think I'm going to be looking into... I should have just moved extra in the Montreal deal. Then it would have just been a single deal, but, it is what it is. So for a 3rd rounder, I would say a guy like Mason Appleton is probably about equivalent in value. If not, we could probably even go with Sprong, honestly. Or somebody around there. Maybe not Sanford, but I'd rather move Sprong as we have snipers already, so could we do that? Yes, we could. All right, perfect. Okay, so now we're going to make some picks. So we're going to start off with Vladimir Chubasov. mainly based on that 2-year ETA and that he's a sniper. So let's see how he turns out. And he is all right, 67 rated medium top 6 sniper. Not bad for a 2nd round pick. Definitely could make our team at some point, and he's looking like he's going to be good. Over to pick number 49 now, and looks like Bolduc was the only other good pick after Chubasov, but I'm very happy with that Chubasov pick. All right, so with pick 59, we are going to be selecting Gustavo Grier, I believe. I know Moberg turns out to be pretty good too, but I think he's only a medium 9. Whereas Grier looks like he might be elite. He might only be a starter, which would suck, but that might just be how it is still. So with our Gustavo Grier selection, he is going to be a 61 rated medium elite goaltender. The first elite prospect that we really bring in through a draft. Apart from Sokolov, who's, low elite, but the medium elite prospect is always a good thing out of the first, not in the first round. All right, so simming over to pick number 77 now. We're going to see Sword go as a really good defenseman there. Varakis was kind of okay. Not great here for the most part. Stringer's good, but, unlikely that he really makes the NHL from that potential, or that overall, sorry. And after Grier, Moberg's decent, but that's about it. So I'm quite happy with how that's gone. Backman, probably could be good, but we're not going to be looking at him. Instead, we're looking at this guy here, Cadence Ezekis. We'll see how good he is. He was kind of my selection from the start here, or one of the guys I wanted to take right from the start. A bunch of the Russian guys just didn't have great scouting reports either, so yeah, we could go for a guy like Trevor Wong or somebody like that, but I want Ezekis, so let's see how good Cadence Ezekis turns out to be. And he is all right, medium top 6 playmaker, sorry, not medium, low top 6 playmaker, but pretty speedy and agile for that size. And, good playmaking, obviously. Maybe he'll play in the AHL. Probably not for another year or so, at least. Not great for pick 77, but not bad. I was really hoping Ezekis would turn out to be a medium elite, or not a medium elite, a low elite, but it didn't quite happen there. And I mean, Trevor Wong, not much of a difference really on those guys, right? So next up, we're going to be skipping some picks here, and that's okay because there seems to be potential a bit further down. And I'm going to take a shot at Etanyos, I believe is how you say his name. I know Sean Shigerill's got some potential, but we're going to take the risk on Etanyos, see if he turns out, and he is a low top 6 defenseman, so not great there. So yeah, I mean, the draft started off really well. Since there, it's kind of gone downhill a bit. We could have taken Stillman, Lockhart, Malatesta. At least those guys have some potential. But next up, we're going to go with Nico Risanen. No idea how good he's going to be, but he's got a gem. He's got 3 out of 4 bars on a medium elite player. He's got to be at least medium top 6, and he is a medium elite. Nico Risanen. 49 overall two-way forward, could turn out to be a fantastic player for this team. Drafted at pick 87. If he does turn out, my goodness, that would be a great pick. That might go down as one of our best picks in this whole series. And we will keep an eye on Risanen for sure, as he has the potential. All right, so we get a couple elites there, not bad by any means. Ooh, O'Donnell was actually pretty nice, but he was 19, so let's see. Who else in this draft is actually good? Like I said, Shigeril, Stillman, knew those guys were going to be there. Lockhart as well, obviously. I think we made mainly the right decisions. McGillney would have been better than Helenius, but, you know, still not great. So next up, we're at pick 118, and Dwayne Dica is just sitting there available. And honestly, I don't see a whole lot of other guys that I really like that I'm really set on to take. So yeah, we could take Tristan Lennox eventually, but that's the thing, is there's just not a lot in this draft anyways, so maybe Karpovtsev, who knows, we'll probably get him, but yeah, I have to go with Dwayne Dica at this point. There's no way I don't take him at pick 118. Alright, so Dwayne Dica is going to be another medium elite goalie. Awesome, we are on fire today. Finally hitting some nice draft picks, and yeah, Dica will be a nice one as well. If he's 18 as well, so he's got a little more time to grow. I don't know if he's going to get up to a 61 by the time he's 19, so Gustavo Grier might be the guy that we end up holding on to. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to complain about having more elite goalies in the system. They're going to be good trade pieces, at least for value, and I'm really happy with that pick. So I'm all right taking lower overalls as well on players to make sure that they have potential. Oh, we just missed Tristan Lennox there, but where are we at now? 150? Pick number 150, and there really was not a lot available anyways, so yikes. That's pretty rough 4th round there. There's like nobody available. We got like the one player with potential in that whole round. So for this next pick, don't know who I'm taking exactly. Karpovtsev's at pick 161, so he'll probably be the guy we go with. Dan Bartos, I don't think I'm going to go after. Or Mironov. There's just not a lot of players scouted later in these rounds, so I'll watch Zamnov. We might get him. And after that, not a lot available, really. Oh, maybe Subban, actually. Yeah, Gene Subban could be good. Or Mears. Terry Mears. Okay, now we're into the 240s. So, I've got, what, 3 players pinned? Oh, no, I've got a ton of players pinned. Never mind. But Karpovtsev's definitely going to be our next selection here, I think. Hopefully he actually turns out, because we've missed on so many players. But it'd be nice to finally hit one. And maybe we will. We probably won't, but you never know, right? And then there's this Setaguchi guy as well. Drake Setaguchi, 2 bars on an elite. So maybe he turns out. Probably doesn't. But I think we're going to go with Karpovtsev right now. Alright, so Sergei Karpovtsev is going to turn out to be a medium top 4 low top 4 defensive defenseman. So definitely better than that Helenius pick that we made earlier, but, you know, still probably won't ever turn out to be anything, but, you know, probably one of the better potentials in this round as well. And at a 53 overall for 19 years old, you know, not terrible there on Karpovtsev. So over to pick 182. Does Zamnov get picked up? He does not. Nice, okay. And potential-wise, again, like I said, this first draft, well, not first draft, but this first, like, legitimate kind of draft, again, there just won't be a ton of late-round steals. We got about as many as we could, I think. And, you know, we just got to take that, grow those prospects, and then, you know, get some in return or make something out of it, right? So, yeah, we're going to go with Gustav Zamnov next for our pick, and we'll see if he turns out to be anything. And he is a... okay, low top 6 2-way forward. Again, you know, terrible potential as far as low goes. Like, those players almost never go anywhere. But, again, probably the best pick of the round, to be completely honest. All right, so for picks that we have left here, I don't think we're going to try to get a 7th or anything. I don't think we really need it, but we have pick 214, so we'll make that one last selection and then wrap up the episode, I think. So looking at picks that were made here, man, there's just nothing in these later rounds. All low potentials. Yeah, there's just nothing. So I think I have to go with Gene Subban for our last pick. Yeah, I could try to go with a guy like Godard or somebody like that, or Godard. I don't know how you say his name. Anyways, I think Gene Subban has to be the pick here. We've gotten 2 decent defensemen. Obviously, Safarov's going to be the best one, but if we could somehow pull off a low elite defenseman, I wouldn't complain. All right, so with Gene Subban for our last pick, he is going to be another low top 4 defenseman, 2-way this time. And who knows if he turns out or not? Probably not, but I've seen a couple times where low top 4 defensemen end up just shooting right up to like an 80 overall, and it's like, cool, there's a top 6 defenseman just like that. Like, that's super easy, but doesn't usually happen. So, I mean, for a 7th round pick, not bad potential-wise, but we'll probably end up trading him pretty quickly. And I mean, for next year, like, we look at the draft class that's remaining here. We got 2 guys in there. We got Mures and Setaguchi, both 19 years old, but again, just not a ton of potential there necessarily. Boyd might be good too eventually. So yeah, who knows? Who knows with those guys? Sometimes they'll actually turn out. Most of the time, probably a long shot. So anyways, I think we did about as good as we could in the draft. And yeah, that is the 2021 draft for the Milwaukee Pirates. We see absolutely nobody go in the remainder of the 7th round, but for non-first round picks, not bad. Safarov, Chubasov, those guys will make the team. Grier is likely, but not guaranteed. Same with Dica, same with Rizanen, same with those last 3 guys that we got, Karpatsev, Zamnov, and Subban. 2 defensemen and a right winger in Zamnov. They might be good. They probably won't. But the names to remember, potential-wise anyways, are definitely Grier, Rizanen, and Dica. And then obviously Safarov and Chubasov should be shoo-ins for making this team in the next 2 seasons or so. So, out of all honesty, I'm very happy with how that draft just went. And I think that these scouting reports, or these growth reports, are slightly more up to date there. Yeah, that's a little better now for Romanov. But yeah, the team is in fairly good shape, I'd say, overall. The AHL team blew me away with how good they did. And let's see, Safarov, Chubasov we just got. Sokolov up to 65, so nothing crazy there, but still somewhat decent. And Zamnov had just grown like crazy before we drafted him, so I'm happy with Zamnov as a pick. Plus 23 growth is probably one of the highest on this team already. And when we look at these low guys like Rizanen and Dica, they just need to play games. That's it, really. Like, you get them games, they'll probably end up making the NHL eventually. And then when we go back to the NHL, Romanov and Whitney, the young guys, are going to be making the biggest jumps. Braden Point shot up a little bit more with that 84-point season. But, Whitney with 70 points in 65 games is a great start still as a rookie. So, that's how the team's looking. We got to do some contracts here, get some players re-signed, such as Braden Point. That's a big name there. So, we will hopefully be re-signing him. And I don't even know who else is needing money. Bufflin for sure. Maybe Hyman. Definitely Bear. Romanov definitely. Same with, I would assume, Savard and a couple guys like that. But I am also interested to see, like, who is going to be, how do I describe this? Who's going to be available at free agency-wise? Like, I know there's a huge free agent group coming up, but we also can only sign 2 players for one. That's one of our rules, right? And the other rule is non-first round players, obviously. So Hughes and Point are off the table. Even a guy like Hayden Fleury or Vesalainen are off the table. Romanov's actually a really good player to have. Liljegren was first round as well, wasn't he? He was indeed. A lot of first rounders in here. Letang and Giordano are names that we could watch. I just did that. Okay. Giordano could be great. Bergeron could be great. If they don't sign Bergeron, how much is he making right now? 6.8 million. That's it. Jeez. That's pretty nice. But man, there's so many first rounders in here. First round players. But man, if we could get a guy like Olofsson as well, or Olofsson, sorry, as well, I would be all over Olofsson. He would be great. And then of course there's goalies as well, who could be good, but are they first rounders? Holtby's not, so could upgrade the goaltending there, or with Anderson. So yeah, there's definitely some room. We need to save some cap space, because Point's going to be expensive, Bufflin's going to be so-so, and that's where we'll make some more moves. But I do want to just finish off contracts and then I think call it right there, see where the free agents end up. And Braden Point's going to want a ton of money. Actually, he's not too bad. He's 10 million bucks. All right, so I mean, we've got all the important guys offered here so far. There really aren't a lot of other guys down here yet that I'm going to touch. But for all our goalies, you know, our goalies aren't looking bad. There's lots of potential down here, but let's advance today. Hopefully we get all these guys, but who knows? Appleton rejects, Stetcher rejects, Bear signs on 85, same with Romanov, Julie rejects, Bluger signs, Point rejects, Simmons rejects, Hyman rejects, okay, Bufflin rejects, not great. You gotta offer a bit more money than that. I could do 9.5 Braden Point, okay? That would be good. Bufflin, can we do 6.5? And then Hyman wants what? Oh, Hyman wants more money, which is, I think he's worth 3 million. I don't know if he's worth more than that, but we'll see. David Savard, I think, is worth about 2.5 million for the next 2 to 3 years. Simmons is worth 2 at the most. Stetcher, I think I offered him 2 and he didn't take it, so we'll offer him 2.3. But Romanov's coming up, right? And then, of course, Appleton here as well. I'll offer him 1.8. Janmark's a no. Cale Fleury we have to sign as well. We just traded for him, so there's no way we're not taking him. Lemieux is getting qualified. He wants to go play elsewhere. Big whoop. I'll sign Raffle for two-way Carrick, I guess so. These guys can't all be 1 million bucks or more, man. Come on. Jeez. This is rough. Matt Luff. Okay, we'll sign him. These guys are like entry-level two-way kind of contracts here. Edgesell did not turn out. I'm going to offer Safronov and Chubasov contracts as well, because those guys both should be playing in the league this upcoming year. And maybe even Ezekis too. We'll give Ezekis the opportunity. He's got to take it and run with it, though, because if he doesn't, then he's just not going to go anywhere with this team. So, I don't know why I even left the contract page. I didn't need to, but let's advance here. All right, so we get Appleton, we get Sutter, we get Savard, Stetcher, Luff, Fleury, Carrick, Riley, Raffle rejects. We get Braden Point at 9.5. Simmons rejects. Hyman signs. Bufflin rejects. Okay, that's annoying. Edgesell signs, Safronov joins, Ezekis joins, Chubasov joins. Okay. So it's literally just big buff here right now, and we have literally no money left now. So, I mean, Byfuglien fits well. That's the thing, is we named him team captain for a reason. He's still a good player. He's a very physical player as well, right? Like 93 body checking, 95 strength. He's still all around. 88 overall is still very good. He had a great season, put up 49 points. Like, I don't see why we wouldn't keep him, apart from the fact that he's that much money. I will offer you $7 million for the next 2 years, Big Buff, okay? Because other than that, we can't really afford you. This team is very deep, don't get me wrong, but I want to go out and get a goalie instead of other players like such. So I wouldn't say this team has necessarily fallen apart in free agency, but it hasn't gone well either, if that makes any sense. So, Raffler, Jacks, Buffalo. Come on, man. I'd re-sign, but I want to win now, and I don't think this team has what it takes. More money may persuade me. Okay, so we're paying Byfuglien here. You're getting a single year at $7.25 million. That's it. You take it. Yeah, you better take it. Okay, so we give Byfuglien the 1-year deal here. We have absolutely nothing remaining here in contracts, but I could see us moving a guy like Saad or maybe even Nyquist. Depends on who's available in free agency. Maybe a guy like Connor Brown, but probably not. Because Brown was part of that +5 line, wasn't he? Or +3? Yeah, Brown was part of that +3 line. Like Sanford, Brown, and Sorelli I want to keep together because they were a really good third line. But we just, like, we have a lot of money spread out over a bunch of very well-rounded players, so I mean, we're not going to have a lot available anyways, but we'll see what happens here. I want to try to re-sign about as much as I can for players that are available, but I don't think we're getting certain guys back. They're just not signing with us, so that is what it is. But we will get Tim Heed back, and I think we're ready to hit free agency, see what's available, and then get your guys' feedback whether we should make some trades to move guys like Brandon Saad or Hyman. Guys that are, you know, like playing fourth line minutes are better than that, and we just have to move them because we need to spread out that money into the goaltending and different positions like that a bit more. I think that would be the best option. And then to go out and get one of those goalies, whether it's Anderson or Holtby or somebody like that, I think that's our best bet. I'm not trading those guys right now either. But let's see. Let's just see what's available, and then we'll wrap it up. PK Subban's available. Apparently fits all defensive pairings, too. For $6.3 million, PK is not bad. But, oh my gosh, that's it for Holtby? I think it's safe to say that we will most likely be moving, we'll be moving some players next episode. We do only have a limit of 2 signings. So, in my opinion, but let me know what you guys think. Obviously, comments down below, right? Hit that comment section. I need to know what you guys think for free agency. But I think we go for Holtby on the offense, or on the goal, because he's so cheap. He's $5 million. And then if he fits as listed, we either go for PK Subban as another right-hand defenseman, because he would be a really good fit alongside a guy like Byfuglien, or if we need that left-handed defenseman, which I think we might actually with Ekholm, then we go for Ekholm. So, you know, there's 2 options there for right around $6.5 million. Those guys are $6.5 million. Holtby is only $5.1 million. So we need to clear about $10 million in cap space. And my eyes immediately move to, in our contracts anyways, when I look at that, I go, we need 11 million bucks about. My eyes immediately move to Brandon Saad at 4 million. And then after Saad, I would say Zach Hyman at 3, who we just signed, which maybe was a mistake, but 4.1 million, Connor Brown, seriously? Then maybe David Savard, because I want to keep Carlo and Bear, but where's Carlo? He's cheap, actually. Carlo's a really good deal, so yeah, I'm actually quite happy with that overall, I think. So yeah, we would be moving probably Savard, Hyman, I think. Yeah, it'd be Savard, Saad, and Hyman would clear up a total of about 9.5 to 10. They'd be right around there, so I don't think it's be too hard to move those guys, honestly. We could get some picks back, get some maybe rookie-type skaters, or we could... Oh, that's the other thing. We're going for a goalie. We could move Saros as well for 4 million. Because, yeah, Saros was good. Don't get me wrong. 37 wins is solid, but he wasn't good enough in the playoffs, to be completely honest. He ended up losing it there. 7 out of 12, but he lost 4 in a row, kind of thing. Like, it was just a little messy, and bench was 25, he's 26, but we are on a bit of a cap crunch too, so yeah, let me know what you guys think, who we should trade, what we should do. I do think we need to clear out our profile a little bit.